So I think that I can make the Home Alone house as a gingerbread house. This right here is the last piece to this house. I think that's it. I think I'm done. The house from the movie. I'm gonna copy what it looks like into a gingerbread form. That's the goal. Now I only have 2 other gingerbread houses under my belt. I've only made 2 in my life. And they were... Anyway, I get the gist of how you make them. I think I can take all the lessons learned and tricks and all that kind of stuff that I know about making gingerbread houses, implement it into today's video, or today's and tomorrow's, and however many days it takes to make this thing. Whatever, I think I can pull it off. Am I scared? A little bit. But as Kevin McAlister once said, only a wimp would be hiding under a bed, and I can't be a wimp. I'm the man of the gingerbread house. Last year's gingerbread house had the best gingerbread I've ever had. So, I'm not gonna really mess around with the recipe from that. Why change a good thing? 430 grams of roughly chopped up butter, 430 grams, 2 cups of granulated sugar, 260 grams, 3/4 cup of molasses. I made my own simple syrup. This is glucose syrup, my homemade style. I needed 250 grams, which I'm using, 2/3 cup plus 2 teaspoons. Paddle attachment, so I'm gonna mix this together. I'm gonna scrape down the sides of the bowl with my snowman. There's 180 milliliters of milk. Mixing that until it's thoroughly combined. 1,195 grams of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna add in half of it now. 3 tablespoons of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of ground cloves, and 2 tablespoons of ground ginger, and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. That's gonna have to stay on low speed. And add in the rest of the flour. I'm gonna mix this until it's just combined. I'm not gonna go much further than that. Slow speed, slow speed. Making a very strange noise, so let's just stop for a second. I think this looks pretty damn good. This dough is gonna go on the surface onto this flour that accidentally fell out of the bowl. I'm gonna divide this bad boy in 2. I should have thought that through before I started adding. Cover each half with plastic wrap. Shit. Stuff is sticky as hell. Into the fridge for 2 hours. I'm gonna make another half batch of the gingerbread. I got a little time to kill, and the McAlister house, it's quite large. It's like a gingerbread mansion that I'm making, so I wanna make sure that I'm gonna have enough of everything. So hours later, the dough has firmed up. It's nice. So this needs to be rolled out onto a surface, but also onto something else. So I can take that something else and put it onto a tray. I figured this baking mat here, and then I can just easily slide that, yeah. A little bit of flour on top and on that rolling pin. You don't want it too thick and you don't want it too thin. This is the inspiration for everything that is about to happen now. I have done a little homework. I have some cutouts that I based on that photo. This is the front face of the house with the windows and the front door. And then I have another part of the front face. This kind of goes like that. There's one on the other side. This is as far as I could get before I got confused. So pizza cutter. Trace along the edges of this cutout. I'm gonna upset someone about using this pizza cutter on this baking mat, but I'm not too worried about it, and I hope you're not either. I'm being gentle. Then a knife for the windows. Someone will be upset with me using a knife on the baking mat as well. That's okay. So that the edges don't burn, I need to have like a little bit of a border there. Then I can peel off all this stuff. And I'm leaving the window pieces in for now. Okay, on to the sheet pan. Gentle. Okay. 350 Fahrenheit oven for 15 minutes initially. After 15 minutes, recut the lines, remove the windows, and kind of like it's puffed up, so I need to tidy it up a bit. Back in the oven for another like 10 minutes, maybe less. Back of the house is gonna just use the front face with no windows. This is kind of getting warped inside this tray. Take it out, take it out. Okay, flip this upside down. Gingerbread House assembly line continues. I think we did okay. I think we did okay. This needs to harden up, cool off to the side. Keep repeating and repeating and repeating until I have my friggin' house. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I've f***ed up the front face of my house. I was moving it and I cracked it. So that's great. Really makes me feel good. But what I'm gonna do is repurpose this. I'm not gonna waste it, I'm gonna repurpose it. When I cut down on this, that means 100% that I'm going with this idea. You're 100% when you hit, yep, okay, you're 100%. Now I can use these for something else. I don't, you know. There's a lot of pieces that I still do not have. Problem is, I've run out of dough. I had a recipe, I needed more, so I halved the recipe. So 1.5, and then I need all of that again. So I need another 1.5 of the recipe I was following. So in total, this is gonna be a 1 recipe times 3. Silver Fox. Butter, glucose syrup, which now I'm using corn syrup. Let's cream this together first. There's gonna be lots of creaming. Sugar, molasses, milk. I don't know how important this is because I didn't do this last time, but everything turned out. I'm taking the paddle off and a dough hook attachment on. Cloves, cinnamon, ground ginger, baking soda, all this flour. It's so full. Okay. It's just so much. It's so much. I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I doing? What am I doing? This goes in the fridge probably for like 3 hours. Like there's a lot here. What that means for my evening, I'm not quite sure just yet. That's it for today. We're not even close. What I'm gonna try to do is I gotta decorate like the front of the house before I start putting it together upright. And what I need is some royal icing. So roughly 500 grams of icing sugar, egg white from 3 large eggs. I got some cream of tartar. I need half a teaspoon in the bowl. And use the whisk. I'm gonna turn the mixer to high and I'm gonna mix this for 7 to 10 minutes. Stiff peaks, stiff peaks. I have a whole number of gelatin sheets. These are gonna act like the glass, the window pane in the window holes that I've made in the front of the house. And to the length of this window, it's roughly 3 inches. Okay, that should be good. Move the icing to the piping bag. Pronto. Pick a nozzle, any nozzle will do. Well, no, actually. I'm picking one that looks like that. Pipe away. What am I doing? That makes no sense. Do it the other way. So that this That made no sense. This makes sense. Do it this way. Okay, I think that kind of works. I'm just dabbing the corners with the icing just to get these sheets initially on there, and then I'll pretty it up. There was like a weight I could put on. How about like a knife, just to weigh that down. Once the windows are sticking to this, then I can just pipe along the edges, this like window frame. Oh, everything was going so great. These sheets bend upwards if you face them down that way, which is what's happening here. At the bottom ones, I learned a lesson. I put them on the right way, which I wish I had done for those ones. I don't know if I have to redo it yet. I hope not. Border around the door. So I'm gonna take a break from piping things for a bit. I went to a candy store and picked up some candy that I think would be nice additions to the house. I have to figure out how to get those green shutters that go right next to the window. That's a green front door. These are green shutters here right beside the window. It's like the signature Home Alone house look to it, right? It needs those green shutters. Door here, shutter, 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 shutter. So I have this candy here. It's like a green apple flavored, kind of like a fruit roll up. And you could easily just kind of stick those on there like that sort of thing. And there's your green shutters. Also, I have this dark green food coloring. This shade of green looks closer to the actual Home Alone house. So you're going a more serious look with the food coloring, or the playful one with the candy. Or I could paint this candy this dark green. Problem is I keep eating the candy, so I might be running out of it. Did you see my message?
Oh, no. Oh, that looks so good.
Which one do you like more? I could.
The green, like the fruit roll up or whatever that is.
Oh, you like that better?
It's more green.
Yeah, well, the other one's more like the movie, but it's kind of not as fun.
Yeah.
Okay, first strip goes on. The icing onto the candy, and then stick it on that way. There's a holiday festive wreath, like right in the middle of this front door. So I have this red candy. I have a red candy, circular. I shove this piping bag nozzle right through the center of it, and now I have something that looks like a lifesaver. No, a wreath. And I'm going to now put that on the front door. It's kind of looking like McAlister's house. Oh, my back's sore. We're ready to put the house up. I need a plot of land. And I didn't think that through. I was thinking the sheet pan flipped upside down, then the house would be on that, but that's not gonna work. So a whiteboard flipped upside down. No. The house is still gonna be too big. It's gonna go over the edges. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I could just do that. This wood frame around the whiteboard is the problem. If I connect this to this, well, then it dips down here. So I need something that's gonna... Okay, I think I found the perfect thing to level that off. So I got a drying rack with a slip mat, then a cutting board on a whiteboard with another cutting board. Okay, and a little Gorilla Tape, and then tin foil goes over top of that. I'm not gonna be able to move this around once I have it in this place. And the problem is this is the middle of the kitchen. This is a lot of pieces. Really don't know what else I can do but just get started and figure it out along the way, which is what I've been doing this whole time. First I need to put this front piece upright. I'll figure it out along the way. So piping, the icing, and then the house goes up. And something to hold it up. Oh, whoa, okay. Measuring cups work like wonders. So that needs to firm up in that position there. It needs a centerpiece just to keep that upright while I work on everything else. Remember when I made the front of the house and then I broke it? This is what this is, like one half of it. And these are gonna be support beams inside the house. I have these little pieces that connect this piece to this piece. Okay, this icing is working beautifully, just like cement. It's holding everything in place very nicely, actually, surprisingly, because I've struggled with this in the past. In fact, it's very well documented. Does that look level, like the two pieces? Connect it. Measuring cup. I've delayed this as long as possible, but I am running out of icing. Garlic keeper. I have half the house standing upright. This isn't a huge accomplishment in the anti-chef world. Just shut your pie hole, get it done. This is gonna come in handy. I've used every gingerbread piece that I have baked up so far. I haven't figured out the roof yet. In fact, I have not designed a roof yet. I was just kind of delaying that until I got here. Now I'm here, now I need a roof. Compare it to the photo. Okay. So I need measurements of okay. Length inward, complicated. And then I don't know how I'm gonna do this roof. Very rough design for the roof, okay? But I'm gonna kind of design it with a little extra on the sides, so that there's wiggle room in case I need to, cut the pieces out manually afterward. Manually, this whole thing is manual. Can you imagine if this cutting board slid into this house, knocked it over? I'd probably quit. This might not look like it makes any sense, and actually I don't even know if it does. It doesn't make any sense, but it might in the future. I don't know what I'm doing right now, honestly. I'm just kind of freestyling a roof, and I don't think that's the proper way to do it, but that's the only way I can figure out how to do it right now. I'm hoping if I have enough similar pieces, just can piece them together like a puzzle. So I have two lights. I gotta put these inside of the house. Yeah, they don't have light bulbs yet. I thought I had bulbs, but I don't, so we'll have to figure that out. Problem for another moment. But for now, let's just get the lights in there, because I gotta thread the cables through the house. Oh, and then right here, I can thread the cable right through, look. It's a shame about those bulbs. I'm gonna need those bulbs. Each time I move that, it probably shifts a little bit. Well, this is the main part of the roof, and if I trim just a little off the sides. Oh, me. Keep cleaning shit, and everything I use I have to clean, and then I use it again, then I have to clean again, and you get it. Oh, that's perfect. And then I have to replicate that for this one here. So let me just put this on top. I hope this is making sense to somebody. All right, let's bring the motherfucking house back over here. I just did this to the roof, which is a very thing to do. So that's gonna have to be glued together. Because I'm getting more tired and carrying a little less along the way, mistakes are gonna start to happen. I hope not. I hope I can fight them off, but...
So if this is going...
Do you have the light bulbs for these bulbs?
In your night table, I think.
Now I can easily put the roof on. Not easily, but I can put the roof on now. So what I was thinking was that this piece goes here, and then... I honestly don't know what I'm thinking. I have like extra pieces of gingerbread that I'm just gonna snap. These are like load-bearing kind of thing here. That works better than I ever could have imagined. This is where the hide-a-bed is, right? The hide-a-bed is like in here, right? Fuller, easy on the peps. I have a lot of extra pieces that I can use at my disposal right now to prop this roof up. I don't know if this is a smart idea, but it is an idea. All right, let's get these pieces back in there. That was an accident. It survived. It somehow survived. I don't know what angle this thing should be on. Like, is that normal looking? Icing on, glue it together. Oh, that's like a perfect fit. Okay, this needs to be flatter. Here, that's the issue. Or then that should fit right there. I really don't know how that is holding together. It somehow is. Okay, I'm gonna let this just stay put. I'm not gonna toy around with it. I'm done for the day. That's it. See you tomorrow. Let's finish this damn thing. Day 3, it's gonna be done. I have a tray of scrap pieces that I'm gonna use to like fill in the roof. Like right now it's kind of leaky. As expected, I'm running out of the icing. Anywhere on this house that needs a little TLC, now's the time. So parts of this house are starting to come off, which is really, well, really unfortunate. It's kind of grinding my gears, quite honestly. So I'm just redoing things that I've already done. Okay, so I gotta pretty up my roof. Some chocolate discs with white sprinkles on them. See here. These are gonna be the shingles on my roof. I got a whole bunch of them. Gotta make it happen. Should I cut these in half though? Maybe. And a little icing on. Just keep going down until I can't. All right, let's stick this roof on. 1 piece, 2 piece, go. I think these are too long, like up here. Let's take them off. Cut an inch off. Back on. There's like a roof that needs to go on. Make sure that these stay the put. Windows. The chimney fell off right here. I didn't get it on camera. Not that that matters. I don't know why you wouldn't believe me at this point. Of course, I know it's not a chimney. It's the attic. This house needs some major renovations on the attic. I'm not happy whatsoever with what that roof looked like. Now I think is the time to fix that. What have I done? It was probably fine how it was. I should have poked holes in the roof underneath each one of these so light could shine through. At the very front of the house, there's this arch that goes beside and above the doors. I was thinking candy canes. Like that's the archway here, and this goes right here. You know what I mean? I got a better idea. I'm gonna paint these candy canes white. Some food coloring. So I got green candy, slice of lime candy, cool. Green wine gums and green M&Ms for like the shrubbery outside. But maybe I should put some powdered sugar on the ground first. Snow is falling in the front yard. The candy canes looked really, really stupid when they're painted white, and they were taking like over an hour to dry. So I washed off the food coloring. I found out that if you wash them enough, all the red along the cane here, it washes off, and it's just what remains is the white. I'll show you in a second. So now they're just white sticks, which is a mission accomplished. This right here is the last piece to this house. The last of this is just really nitpicky stuff. I made a mess, now I'm just kind of cleaning it up as best as I can. It's like the smudges, right? I think I'm done. I think I'm done!
I think I'm done!
This all started with a little crazy idea in my head, and here we are with this humongous Home Alone gingerbread house in the middle of my kitchen. I'm gonna have to move it or something. I'm not gonna eat it anytime soon because well, I need to like admire it and think about what I've done here. Be sure to check out patreon.com/antichef for more stuff, and you can support the show over there. And Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. And a Happy New Year.
Okay, that's $122.50.
Not for me, kid. I don't live here.
Oh, so you're just around for the holidays?
I guess you could say that. Hey, pizza's here!
Okay, that'd be $122.50.
Not for me, man. This is my brother's house. He'll take care of it. Are you Mr. McAlister?
Yeah.
Mr. McAlister lives here?
Yes.
Oh, good, because someone owes me $122.50.
Excuse me, I have a word with you.
What, am I under arrest or something?
No. It's Christmas time. There's always a lot of burglaries around the holidays. Just checking the neighborhood to see if everyone's taking the proper precautions. That's all.
Oh, well, we have automatic timers for the lights, locks for doors. That's about as good as anything you can get. Hey, did you get some eggnog? Come on.
Eggnog? Excuse me, sir.